Hi everybody. So gonna make a relative frequency histogram on Excel, and there's a way to cheat it. So you've got to treat it as percents and not really call it relative frequency. But you can do that. So I've already sorted the data lowest to highest, and I've taken 84 minus 4 to get the range, and I've got 80. I'm gonna do 5 classes, so 80 divided by 5 is 16. Rounding up so that I don't have that last point issue where there isn't a bin for it, I round up to 17. And so my lower class limits are 4, 21, 38, 55, and 72. Remember, 4 plus 17 is 21, 20 plus 17 is 38, and so forth. And so I'm just gonna pan away real quick. So these are my lower class limits. It's the 4, the 21, the 38, the 55, the 72. And remember, we kick back 1. So 21 minus 1 is 20, 38 minus 1 is 37, 55 to 54, 72 to 71. And we leave this blank, and we're going to have it as the more column. But when we fill it in, we're actually going to be up at 88. Okay, so this will be 88. All right, now travel back over here. Remember, this is that more spot, not column, but more cell is what will end up happening. So we're going to do data analysis. We came over to the far side. We clicked on data analysis. To get to data analysis, you got to click data and then go to data analysis. We're going to find histogram. We're going to hit OK. It's going to ask for input range. Well, there's our input range. Then it's going to ask for bin range. This is our bin range, C1 to C5. I've already put those in, and I've clicked on chart output, and I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm going to travel over here, and this piece is going to become 88. And you'll notice that that's already changed. We're going to change this to percent. Instead of frequency, we're going to call it percent. And then the issue it needs to occur is here becomes percent. So I need to get in here, travel all the way up, and go delete, and change that to percent. And we're good there. Now, I'm going to do 15 divided by 30, and that's going to be 50%. Now notice I'm typing in the 50. So I'm treating it as a percent, so I'm just putting it as 50, okay? Now 6 divided by 30 is giving me 20%. So here's my 20. This one's going to be a little weird. So it's going to be 2 divided by 30, and we're going to get 0.06 repeating. So it's going to be 6.67%. Remember, we move our decimal twice. 0 is going to give us 0, and then 7 divided by 30 is going to give us 20. Well, it's 0.23333 and so forth, so it's 23.3%. So I'm going to type in 23.3. Okay, now that's how we can get those to read as a relative frequency, because now it's percent on this axis. And then our bins, remember what we do here is we're going to go 3.5 to 20.5. And then 20.5 to 37.5. And then 37.5 to 54.5. And 54.5 to 71.5. And 71.5 to 88.5. And if you notice something, that if I take the class width and I go 3.5 plus 17, I get 20.5. And that's a little trick in ALEKS, because they'll give you the class width and then they'll give you the class boundaries. So now my bin is actually my class boundaries. So I'll just highlight it and put CB for class boundaries. Now we have one other thing we have to do. we've got to make, well, two more things we've got to do. We've got to make those bars touch because it's a histogram. And so to do that, let's see where we are. We are insert, or just a second. Insert. It takes me a second sometimes to find this. Formulas, data, formulas, review, view. Is it view? Hold on one second. Oh yeah, click. There we go. So click on the bar, and then you can get chart design and format. We want, for chart design, I'm going to come over here to quick layout, and we want this one, which is a histogram. And now we've got that. And then we want to travel over here to format, and we want to hit format pane. I want to click on the thing that looks like a paint can, sort of. And I'm going to change the color from blue, because I don't see it that well. I want it yellow, and then I'm going to do the border, and I'm going to click the border in black. And when I click on this, now I've got black lines around my histogram. Okay, so that's a relative frequency histogram. And to make it relative frequency, it's really the percent that we use. All right, hopefully that helps. Have a good one.